Hey there YouTube, and welcome back to my postcard series. Today we're going to cut down some aerial film. What do we need? Starting off, you want to have a really good cutting mat or a surface that you don't mind getting cut up. You'll need a way to cut the film into the shape, a template, a splitter, or you can even use a T-square and some calipers. You'll need some scissors. This will make it easy to cut it from the main roll of film. A knife, specifically a fresh razor blade. Some masking tape. A place for you to store the extra film that once you've cut off. Of course, the AGFA AVIPHOT Pan 200. And you'll need a way to see in the dark. I have a couple options here. A Quest 2 or a Jack's Pacific night vision goggle headset. They each have their own pros and cons, and it just depends on what you can afford or what you want to use. The Quest has a great field of view, while the Jack Pacific has a narrow field of view but is sharper image. The rest of the steps are going to be done lights out. You're seeing the lights on in this video, but that's because the film I'm going to demonstrate with has already been damaged by me leaving it out on accident. You want to clean off of your template or whatever you're going to be using. Both the surface of the template and the surface you're going to be laying the film on need to be clean. Again, all this needs to be done lights out. You'll open your container, roll the film out, and I like to take and make sure that the end is nice and square. When I went and cut this, I must have done it in haste because I did not do it right. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. As you can see, I'm just lining the T-square up here, and I'm going to make a quick, clean cut. Because my cutting mat is not big enough, I'm going to angle it slightly. That way I'm able to put the full template onto it and make a good cut without it falling off. In order to make sure I'm lined up, what I like to do is to take my razor and stick it right on the edge of where the film is at. Then I take my template and butt it up against the edge of the blade, and that lets me know I'm right on the edge of the film. I do it for both ends, and I do it thrice. I notice my film here is a bit longer than I need it to be, so I go ahead and cut off the excess. Leave about an inch over your template. That gives you some area for you to tape to. Once I'm all set up, with one hand I hold the template, and with the other I make my cut. I then move my hand, apply pressure, cut, and then I do it a third time. See, if I had used a fresh razor blade, I wouldn't have to go back and make multiple cuts here. Learn from my mistakes. Fresh razor blades only. And that's our first piece of film. We still have a lot of film left over, so let's get to cutting the rest of it. Lay it out, do the same thing. Line up the template and cut it. Interestingly enough, because of the way this film is, the width that they manufacture this film, you actually end up with two 3.5-inch pieces of film and one that's just perfect for 120. It's about 59 to 60 millimeters, depending on how accurate you are. But it'll safely fit on a 120 spool and allow you to have some extra film to play around with. It is slightly longer than a normal roll, at least when I cut it. A normal roll of 120 is about 32 inches, and we cut it at 40. Anyways, If you enjoyed that, go ahead and subscribe. Here in the future, I'm going to be doing some more videos on this series. The next one is going to be about spooling and loading the film, as well as a modification to the Kodak folding brownie. Thanks for watching.